Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life, and guess what? We are nearing our time when our older kids are going to be here for Christmas. So that is tomorrow. So we are just getting ready for a few things. This is going to be so similar to prepping for a Thanksgiving dinner, except we're having ham instead of turkey. But otherwise, we're doing so many of the same things. Like I said, we're having ham. I'm just going to be putting the ham in my Nesco. It's actually not a Nesco brand. My old one was Nesco, but then that one burnt out at a graduation party. So, but now whatever the brand is that I have now, it's a great big 22 quart Nesco, or sorry, it's a great big 22 quart roaster pan. So I'll be putting my hams, both my hams in there. I don't do anything fancy to it. I do not use the glaze that it comes with that has like the cloves and the sugars and things like that. I don't put any kind of pineapple glaze or sauce. I just don't do anything fancy to my ham. And everybody always seems to like it that way. There's been a couple times I have tried something a little fancier, and I don't know, they just don't necessarily like it that way. So plain and simple it is. And then I'm also going to be doing mashed potatoes. I'll show you how I do those. I make them ahead, and then I'll be putting some cream cheese and onion powder, garlic powder in those. They taste so good. I will plop them into my crock pot, and then we'll just heat those throughout the day. Tomorrow they will be ready for our 4:30 supper. Peter and Maria are in the back. They're actually peeling the potatoes right now. Yep, you just keep peeling until it goes away, and if it doesn't, then I'll just cut it off later, okay? Just a little funny spot on there. And then after the potatoes are going, or actually I'm gonna not get the potatoes going until they're done peeling them, but then when I'm done here talking with you guys, I'm going to be getting the green bean casserole ready. Amber had requested that I make that. Emily made it at Thanksgiving. I don't know if Amber knows that Emily made it. Anyway, she said, Mom, will you make green bean casserole? Because I want that again, so hopefully mine tastes just like Emily's does. And oh, we're also gonna do some 1 hour bread. So a couple days ago, I made 1 hour bread, and it took actually about an hour and 15 minutes. I did have helpers. I had Joe helping me out, so you know that could have accounted for some of the time, but we are gonna make some 1 hour bread, but I don't think we're gonna do that until tomorrow morning so that can kind of bake and be a little more fresh. And I'm gonna make a double batch of that bread because it just makes 2 little pans. Also, I'm just over here quick looking. I'm going to put together a ramen coleslaw mix, the cranberry sauce, which of course I already have done. I make my cranberry sauce a huge batch at a time, and then I put it into wide mouth canning jars. Sometimes I can it, a water bath can it, so it's shelf stable. Sometimes if I don't want to take the time to do that, I will just put it in the back of my refrigerator, and it will keep for a few months, actually even longer than that. It will keep for a long, long time. It's basically like a jelly. So think about as long as you would put a jelly in your refrigerator, you can keep your cranberry sauce, your gelled cranberry sauce in the refrigerator the same amount of time. And I already have that done. So that's pretty much gonna be it. And then just cookies. So I just feel like I don't have a lot I have to make. I know what sounds like a lot to one person may sound like just a little to someone else, and what sounds like a little to someone, or what sounds like a little to one person might be a lot to another. But anyway, that to me does not sound like a whole lot. So we already made a lot of cookies. I might still try to make a batch or two of cookies in this video. I just don't know exactly what all we're going to get done. I do have to make supper for tonight as well, and it's already 3 o'clock, so I have to think about what I'm going to be doing for that. And yeah, we also still kind of need to decorate. We have our tree up, but we need to do some decorations. So typically when I make this and the recipe that I follow, it calls for beef ramen. But guess what? It's Friday. Tomorrow is the day we're celebrating Christmas. I don't have beef ramen, so I'm going to use the chicken ramen and call it good. I hope, I've never done it like this before, so I hope I'm not wrecking it. I just hope I'm not. I could possibly put in some beef soup base. That could be a possibility. I don't know. Do I want to mix the two? I'm just going to keep it like this and call it good. I will store this just like this today with a cover on it and pop it in the fridge. I'm going to saran wrap the sauce here, or the dressing, and then tomorrow what I'll do is throw in the chow mein noodles. I will top it with the dressing, just stir it all up, and we will eat that. And I already tasted this, and it tastes absolutely fine. So I've shown you guys this probably so many times. Mashed potatoes in the Instant Pot. I have about a cup of water in there, and I found it's quite fine to just fill it right up to the top if you need to. Put it on to close, make sure that it's locked for pressuring, and then I'm going to set this, let's see, first we're going to set it to pressure level, no, pressure cook, pressure level, high, and then we're going to do pressure cook, and we're going to set it, and since I have a lot of potatoes in there, I'm going to set it for 7 minutes today. I range anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes, depending on how many potatoes I have in the Instant Pot. Right now it is 10 minutes to 5 and the potatoes have been done for a while. Let's see if the pressure has come down. Mostly. So I'm just going to keep letting that pressure come down naturally a little bit here. And for supper, what I did is I melted some butter and then I sauteed 2 small onions. I added in a little bit of minced garlic, and I had just probably 2 tablespoons left in a bottle of Italian dressing, like Wishbone Italian dressing. I poured that in. I'm going to kind of make like Italian beef sandwiches. As this warms up, I'm going to kind of come through and break up the meat. The jars look pretty gross. They are pretty dirty after canning. But anyway, this is one of my jars of canned venison. I just opened it up here. I'm going to put the cover on now because I want this to just slowly warm, so the meat gets really soft and I can just break it apart, and we're going to have Italian beefs or Italian venisons. We're going to have those on these Ballpark Everything buns. I can't remember, I bought these for something and we ended up not needing them, so I had them in the freezer. I also have some shredded mozzarella. I'm also going to make up just some rotini. We'll just have butter noodles with Parmesan cheese. Whoops, I just realized my camera wasn't turned on here. I was just putting the meat on top here, and now I'm going to put some cheese. I do have some bacon bits. I'm not really sure if that would be the right flavor with this. I guess Warren would probably say bacon can go on anything. I just don't know. We just wrapped up supper, and I wanted to pop in real quick here to mention to you about the sandwiches. So if you are somebody who cans and you have canned venison on your shelves, definitely make some like Italian type sandwiches or whatever. These were so good. The meat was very tender, seeing that it was canned, and there was just something about the flavor. I had a little oopsie with my potatoes. I set the electric pressure cooker to 7 minutes. I probably should not have done that because some of them actually browned to the bottom of the pan. So I'm going to cut off some of those little brown sections there, and I'm going to get these mashed up shortly. Okay, we're getting down to the last minutes before I would like to sit down for the evening and watch Shark Tank. And it says no Shark Tank. But here's what I've got for the mashed potatoes. I have about 5 pounds of potatoes over here, 1 stick of butter, 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Here are all of my seasonings, which is just seasoned salt, onion powder, and pepper. We're going to get that in there. I'm going to blend all of this first. Then I will add in the potatoes, and then last I will add in 1 cup of half and half. This is actually part whipping cream, heavy whipping cream, and part 2% milk because that's what I have. Well, good morning. Oh my gosh. The house is really quiet because everybody is gone. Warren took Joseph, Peter, and Maria with him. They had to go. What did they have to do? They went into town for something. I think they went to the bank and then they were going to stop and get one last Christmas present. And I feel like there was something else they were going to do. Anyway, Sam went to the gym to do a workout. He also had to go to the bank and run some errands that he had for Christmas present shopping. So I am home alone. I just got back. I was off to the P.O. box because I had cookbooks to ship off, as well as a Christmas present to our niece. I wanted to get that in the mail, and which I think is probably the first time in like 14 years that I've actually gotten it out before Christmas instead of after Christmas. I'm not really sure how all the stars aligned to make that happen, but they did. Thank you guys so much. This December, the cookbooks have been selling so well, and I'm not sure if it's just more people, more new people coming to my channel, or if it's people buying Christmas presents. I do know some of them because I recognize some names that have already purchased a cookbook and now they're purchasing a second. Anyway, thank you so much. I had 6 of them to ship off, and then when I went online quick to PayPal this morning just to check, I thought, well, since I'm going, I might as well check one more time to try to, you know, get them all sent out so they can get to you guys as fast as possible. There were another 11. So the, right? 11, no, 11 and 6 does not make 19. There were 13. And like I said, mornings go so fast. It's 10:45 here. I'm gonna spend about probably 45 minutes here in the kitchen, just getting some things going. Sam actually already put the mashed potatoes in for me, so those could get start warming here. Because we're gonna eat probably between 4 and 4:30 today. We'll be having a Christmas dinner. It's gonna be very similar to Thanksgiving in how I kind of set the tables and I get things set in advance, so I have to do that after I'm in the kitchen. I also wanted to say thank you guys. You have all been sending me lots of Christmas cards. I'm not super comfortable opening up and reading them online. I mean, I wouldn't open up all my other personal mail online here and reading it to you, so I'm not going to open everything, you know, and share it all with you guys. But thank you so much for all the Christmas cards. We do tape our Christmas cards. I'll just give you guys a quick glimpse there. And we also put Christmas cards there. Well, the house is about to get loud. I just saw the van go by. And we're just going to overlap it. Oh. Well, this takes a ton of wrapping paper. Okay.
Yes, that is.
Yep, slide it your way. All right, so Peter's just setting us up some dinner music. We're gonna hide the CD player under the piano. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Well, time-wise, it's about 10 after 1 right now. Warren just took Peter and Maria to go ice fishing. Joe was just not having it. No way did he want to go out and go ice fishing. So in a little bit, I think I'm going to take him though, because I would like to get outside for a little bit today too. So just kind of, I feel like I've picked up the camera a tiny bit, but let me just kind of run you through where we're at. I did not have a tablecloth that fit this. Actually, I didn't have a tablecloth at all. And so we just found a roll of wrapping paper that we had enough of, and we wrapped these 3 tables together. This is like a little, I don't know, you could use it for candy. I think that's what my friend had in here originally, was candy. She made this little like cloth holder, I guess. It's so cute. Anyway, I just put the salt and pepper shaker. It kind of gets lost in there, but I thought that was still cute with the tree. So that's going to be the centerpiece there. I guess I might as well get them right now. So I'm just going to put a candle on this side and a candle on that side, and that will be the centerpiece. I don't know, maybe we're getting too gaudy now, but wouldn't that make everything just pop right off of the table if we put one of these little centers down? And then put this on top. Oh, I like that. Okay. All right, that I think looks cute, and it's just simple. That is pretty much how I roll. This table needs some work. So these are a couple of this is my absolute favorite like Christmas CD ever. Does anyone buy CDs anymore? It's actually a winter solstice, but it has so many beautiful songs. Carol of the Bells, Silent Night. I'm going to put this down here with the other CDs. Right now we have in 25 Christmas favorites. I found my Christmas doilies. I usually put those on a little glass plate. Oh yeah, I forgot that glass tray broke. Okay, well, since we don't have enough chargers for everyone, I think what we're going to do is use chargers. And I think what I'm going to do is just put these doilies on here, and we will set cookies on these trays. You know what we were going to do is make 1 hour bread. If I'm going to do that, I better get to it, huh? So on this table, I think what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to leave the Advent wreath on, because we are still in the season of Advent. I'm going to get the table washed off here, and I'm going to bring up some of my nativity figurines, and I think we'll just set nativity figurines on this table with a couple of the candles like on the other table, and that is going to be it for table decor on this table. So the ice fisher people are back, at least for just a couple minutes here. That goes in the Instant Pot.
Where's that?
In the appliance pantry. And I've got, Sam is home now, so he actually is doing Peter's job. He's really, really happy to be doing that, right?
So happy.
So happy. And then he's gonna load up the dishwasher, and then I was kind of not gonna do the bread, and then Sam was like, well, it was good bread, so okay, so I'm making bread, and Maria is back in because she's cold, right? Your cheeks. Let's see those cheeks. It must be cold outside.
It's really cold.
I'm gonna mix these ingredients.
It's
Now
turning
we
white.
have this, yep, perfect, okay?
It turns white.
Pour it in.
Where are these going?
Right in here, just wait. Pour it all the way in, just all of it, Maria, yep. Awesome. Okay, they go in this way.
Pushing them off.
Okay,
Now
so
can I see that one?
I'm gonna stir this, and then when it's time, I'm gonna have you do the kneading. But I think we're gonna have to knead it. Where are we gonna knead it? That we're not gonna make a mess. And then you are going to knead this, and you're gonna knead in all of this flour. We're gonna set the timer for 4 minutes, okay?
Right. So that's 64 times.
All right, next up is going to be making some frosting for the cookies that we made earlier today. So I just have a little bit of I have a little melted butter, a little bit of vanilla. Joe, are you gonna help with making frosting? Or not making frosting, but putting sprinkles on?
No.
You're not?
Why not, Joe?
Because.
Fine. You don't have to.
And then I just add a little bit of milk at a time until it gets to the consistency that I want. And then I'm also going to add in Peter's frosting from the other day because he didn't quite use up all that he made. And I think between all of this, we should have enough.
I think that's all I had to drink besides my cereal this morning. And the 1 glass of water when I went out of bed. You're gonna take the UPS guy some cookies?
I think we got the other gift that I wanted for today.
Woohoo! Just in time.
I'm going to start setting the table now, and one tip for you if you want to have well, depending if you want to use your glass or your china or whatever, or if you want to go paper. I pick up my paper plates and things like that after Christmas. So this year, I don't know, the day after Christmas, a couple days after Christmas when I'm out shopping around, I will stop at places like Aldi, Goodwill, Walmart, I guess wherever. And I will look for the 50, 75, 80% off stuff, and then I will pick it up then. And then I have a bin that I have bows and ribbons and gift bags and tissue paper, and I just kind of keep, and then I have another big one that I have wrapping paper in, and I can just look at it at the end of the year and I can say, oh, I don't need any more wrapping paper. Oh, I need more tissue. So then when I go shopping, and I'm looking for the deals, then I know what to pick up, and I put it all right in that tote. It's green with I think it's red with a green top or whatever, green with a red top, and I know that that is where all that stuff is. So then next year when December rolls around and I want a pretty plate or a pretty little gift bag or something like that to put a treat in, or you know, if I want like a plate, if I'm going to give cookies to somebody, I can just go down there, I can get what I need, and I have it, and I don't have to spend full price. This is going to be really simple. Just put down the plates. This year, I liked these with the little Santa and the reindeer. I thought they were very woodsy. Got taller.
Oh, those plates are so pretty. I love them. I don't like them. I love them.
You love them.
And then.
Yes, let's do that. That'll be perfect. Okay, so we have it all. We know where everybody is sitting. Do you think we should make place tags? I think we should.
Yeah.
Do that.
All right, it's 20 to 3.
Don't do
Everything
that.
is getting exciting. So Emily brought over this, what do we call this? Peppermint bark.
Peppermint bark.
She made peppermint bark,
don't
and it
do
is
that.
divine. It's wonderful when it's super, super thin. So these little thin pieces, they just melt in your mouth. And look at this little sweetheart. You want to get out of your car seat, don't you?
Mommy,
Oh, you're so sweet.
T-T.
Yes, A-N-Y. Hi. Can you smile? I know, I see it in there. Oh, you're so sweet. Looks like Colt's been getting in the Tupperware cabinet already, huh?
I need Amber.
We've got some last minute Christmas wrapping going on.
Every year.
Every year. There's always somebody.
That's usually me.
Well, there was a year when we actually were getting home from Christmas Eve Mass and the UPS truck was coming. Do you remember that? You were pretty little, I feel like.
Possibly.
Well, Maria and I completely forgot about the bread. It rose, it sunk, and now we don't have time to bake it. So I'm just going to pop it back in the fridge, and we will bring it out tomorrow, re-rise it, and attempt again. How you doing, Joe?
Good.
You got your ham?
Yes.
You love ham?
Oh, I love.
Did you find your wrapping?
No, but Maria just came from over there.
Oh, and Maria found it?
Maybe.
Did you find yours? You're really close.
Cody, and you found yours.
I already found yours.
I'm looking for the elf. Well, the elf.
Anybody found mine?
Did you find yours yet?
No.
No?
Am I hot? Cold?
I don't know. I don't know where Sparky's is. No, I can't believe that. I couldn't believe that. You're like, oh, I think it's the red and white one.
All right.